DC now, our spring tour continues in Fayetteville, and while Brad Bielema is the head coach, we find out who really is whipping the Hogs into shape this offseason.
Get up there and finish strong. Let's go, Haji.
Don't just do it to do it. Keep it in tight and roll with that thing, man. Dig. Roll with that thing, B.A. Attack the rep. Finish it. You got to go on these, man. Don't just do it. Attack it. Roll with it. Drive it, Hunter. Drive it. And it's 30. Don't let it fade toward the end. Start strong, finish strong. One of the things I pride myself on is I'm going to be the same guy every day, every group. You're not going to catch me slipping because I'm looking to catch you slipping.
Where do you pull from, other than obviously your experience, to figure out what workout needs to be done that day?
Anywhere and everywhere. Anywhere and everywhere. I think, today as an example with the Cleveland Hill. When I first got to Arkansas, where I lived over off of Weddington, that was the path that I took every day. And it's probably the third or fourth day I realized, we'd done some hill work in the past, and you always, you look for certain things around campus that are nearby. And I would drive up that thing every day, and I walked it once, and then I knew, we're going to find a way, we're going to find a time to utilize this baby. And then I started to, at first, tie it in with offensive linemen on Wednesday. Guys that needed that had body comp issues. Loved the result, the mental and physical component of it, and then I've just found creative ways to plug it in ever since.
We cover programs, obviously, around the conference and essentially all over the country. We come in contact with a lot of strength coaches with the passion, the intensity, and all that stuff you guys bring to the table. All you guys are wired just a little bit different than the common man walking down the street. What is it that drives you and makes you elite in this world?
I think the biggest thing for me, and it's the first thing you see when you walk in the room, is pursue excellence. And everybody will take and interpret that a little bit different. If you're going to do something, and it was ingrained by my mom and dad early on in life, if you're going to do it, you do it one way. And that's a habit that you just take. And over time, as you develop as a professional, you realize that whatever it is you're going to do, when you do it to a high level or to the best of your ability, in most cases, good things will come from that. And so I want the guys, and they know we're going to do it one way.
Obviously, you played in the trenches, played at a high level. How much do you rely on and can you call on those playing days relative to what you're asked to do every day now?
I do it a lot, and you have to remind yourself all the different components. Because I get so locked into what our goal is, but you got to understand the different stressors that guys are exposed to, what my social life was like, how important downtime was, the challenges of being in this environment academically and athletically. There's a lot that goes into it, and I got to step back sometimes and say, hey, remember, you needed time, right? It's not more, and sometimes we want to take that time up, and we want to put guys, more is better. Enough. There's that fine line. Just remember where you were and understand where this guy is, whether it's a freshman, whether it's a senior. Remember how you felt.
Sure.
And it helps bring me back to, okay, let me go back and relook at this thing a little bit.
Just put your pro Hogs through a workout. Let's start there. Why is it important for you to continue on with those guys after they're done and when they're really in the NFL and out of your care and control?
I think the biggest thing for me is, I want those guys to, one, feel comfortable in that when they come back, what we're going to do is going to expose them to the things that they need to go back to whatever team they're with in the best situation possible. They come back, they know our goal is not to annihilate them. It's not to, bring them to the point of, they can't function, but we want to train them at a high level, and we want their level of preparation to be high so that when they go back, that first impression that they make on that staff in whatever program that they're in is a positive one.
Sure. There's one thing that we can't go into real depth with that is somewhat part of a facility. The black room, I believe, is what you refer to it as. Again, I know we can't go into much depth, but do you mind breaking the code of silence on that right now?
The black room is the most exclusive room in the building. Ultimately, there's four guys on the team. There's some coaches and some administration and some people that have been behind those doors, but it's by invite only. It's the cream of the crop. It's the best of the best in all fronts. You got to handle your business academically. You got to be great socially, and obviously you got to be a beast in this weight room and on the football field. You get an invitation. That's the first part. The second part is you're going to hit 60 minutes of a sequence that's going to bring you to the brink. We know we got a beast walking in the door and what those guys are capable of. We take it to a whole nother level. And the message when we get those guys in there is that you will always be rewarded with more work for the quality of work that you have displayed. It's not a negative, oh, I got more work. You look at it in a negative way. When your quality of work that you produce is high, people will give you more responsibility. When they get done, they're rewarded with, they become a member. They're rewarded with a custom-made pair of dog tags that is a representative of them becoming a member. And now it's that next level.
Yeah. And how many guys, I don't know if you mentioned it, how many guys have accomplished that and been through that with you at this point?
Right now there's 4. Here in the next 2 to 3 days, I'll give out 3 more invitations. And then we'll have 7 members as we, wind up the spring and get ready to go into the summer.
Pretty prestigious deal, huh?
It's the black room.